What?
I said I'm good at stealing things now. I forgot that I am.
Okay.
Oh dear.
All right. On that note, I guess.
Is this gonna be an episode of like
That was supposed to be for me.
What is it? What is it? Something.
Suddenly, the Brand Clan Scrivener's magical library has a lot.
Like this happen. Oh,
literally as
There
soon
it
as
is.
we start.
There we
as
go.
soon as
Yes.
you guys both CC'd.
Yep.
Yep. There we go. Okay.
I was gonna say Mrs. Miffler gets jail time.
Yeah, I was about to say, Mr. Miffler gets jail time for you guys
Yep.
right now.
The reason Mr. Miffler got jail time was because he couldn't do his shit from 30 feet away.
All right.
I'm safe.
Oh,
I
gosh.
mean, or maybe it was the chasing someone through the streets of a city
that was
With a
fun.
rose bush.
with a rose bush. Yeah.
With
Okay. I believe the three of you are staying in the Safe Harbor Inn. Is that correct? The three of you being everyone
Yes.
who isn't Katarina.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the four of you awaken to a beautiful mid-year day. It is warm, a light wind, sunny, and the city begins to go about its normal hustle and bustle, business as usual.
Oh, time for breakfast.
Yep. Hey Janus, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Remember when we were talking about maybe you making some health potions with me, helping you?
Oh,
Can
yes.
we maybe try doing that over the next few days? Because I feel like that would be really helpful the next time that we get into some kind of fight.
I think so too. We're gonna have to get supplies for it.
Yeah, well, we've got 100 platinum pieces. So we can go to the bank and trade it out and buy stuff while we're in the city and then make it. I don't know how to make that. I don't know what you need. I think I use a spell slot while he makes it.
Well,
I don't know how that works, but
yeah, if we're making it together, basically you're supplying the magic, I'm doing the put it together.
great. Awesome. I can do that. Yeah. Elyswen, wake up. Elyswen! Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, I'm here. What do you need?
Oh, we're gonna go have breakfast. You wanna come?
Yeah, of course.
Great. Let's go.
Okay. Downstairs is a hearty breakfast of freshly baked rolls and what appears to be a some kind of oatmeal and some thick slices of ham.
Janus is gonna dig right in.
Yep, 100%. Me too. Ox too.
Right.
What's your hair today, Janus?
That is a good question.
That's my favorite question. What color is your hair?
Oh. It's it's a nice oranges, but burnt auburn orange. Kind of like a fall leaves and stuff.
That's cool.
This is the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
This is the Halloween episode, apparently.
That's awesome.
Funny you should mention that. I have been pulling up all the kinds of stuff for ghosts.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. But it does make me. It does. The thought occurred to me that us asking what Janus's hair color is kind of like, original Pokemon when they'd who's that Pokemon? This is our who's that Pokemon moment. Just Janus's head, his hair like blackened out, silhouetted, and then it pops up with whatever hair color it is.
Janus is bald until the hair renders in.
Exactly.
Until somebody asks.
Reload the save. It's his hair's bugged out again. All right. So you've enjoyed a wonderful breakfast. I mean, I suppose it's nothing fancy, but it leaves you full and health and happy.
Great.
If we want to make health potions, obviously we're going to need money for that. How much are you looking to spend on health potions?
Well, how much does one cost that we make? Because
if we made it,
I'm all out of health potions.
I could make a cheap one, cure light wounds for 25 goldish.
How about like cure critical wounds? Because I can.
Which level is that?
I can cast that. I believe.
Third.
That one's gonna be a
fourth level.
Oh, fourth level spell.
Cure
That's gonna be a lot.
Cannot make a potion above third level.
Oh, okay. Cure moderate wound. Cure serious wounds at level 3.
Cure serious wounds. I can do that.
Okay, level 3.
Let's see. Cure serious wounds. I could do that for about 375.
Oh.
375 gold. That's a pretty penny.
Wait.
That
Whoa. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you can make a lower one. Well, I guess it's in a... How much is 6 seconds worth, I guess? Oh my goodness. Because, yeah, if somebody was, like, really dying, we'd want to... I'd give a potion to keep them from dying, and... Oh, that's really... I need to think about it. I don't know. Group decision.
there is something that I've been meaning to discuss with you as well, Janus, on the topic of money.
I'm really starting to think we need a job that actually pays really well.
I think there is an opportunity, especially on the ship, and waiting for passage. I can scribe scrolls. It's not probably as much money as you could make, but perhaps if we just begin creating as many magical items as we can to sell when we get back. I hate to capitalize on a crisis, but I'm certain that spells of shield and mage armor would sell quite well in the streets of Savaria if things are as bad as Malik seems to think.
Oh my goodness, like we could just sell spells, sell swords, and scrolls. Just add more to our name.
They better not have turned our card over.
No, do not give Zach that idea. Jordan, take it back.
I can't, the words are said. I'm sorry.
Someone is eating our bison right now. Okay, great.
Hey,
Totally
from
really
personal
good.
experience, bison is really good.
It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
It's really good.
Okay, well, how many weeks is it, or days is it, right, to get to Savaria again? It was like 10 or something? Days? 14, 10, 5, 10.
Something like that.
So how long does it take to make these?
Depends.
Not long at all.
Like 1 hour, 1 day? Because I
it
could
is. Generally, it's about... If I'm making just on like the cheaper ones,
Mhm.
that will take about... About 2 hours per potion. Unless I'm making one of the... If we also want a mid-range of 150 gold, I can also do that in about 2 hours.
Okay.
Otherwise, like the really big ones will take about a full day. Full 8 hours to make.
How much can we sell them for? Maybe it's worth it to make one and sell it, and then make... I don't know. We should also find out if we're leaving, like how soon we're leaving. We should find like Katarina and see.
We should probably talk about we should
With
find
her.
that out too.
Should we head to the docks and find the ship?
Well, she was going to set that up.
Elyswen's like, let's freaking go right now.
No, we don't. I mean, let's just like maybe we get a few offers out, you know, see when we're thinking about leaving.
I think Katarina was doing that. She said that she was going to help us get board and such because she knows. She's got connections with her clan. So we should go find her and then go to the docks.
Agreed. Let's find Katarina first.
Great. Let's go.
Okay. You guys are heading out from the safe harbor, walking into town towards... excuse me. Towards the Giosh clan hall. When you arrive at the front door, I assume you're knocking or pulling the bell.
The bell.
Okay. The door opens promptly, and there is Renaud.
Morning, Renaud.
Yes. Is there something I can do for you?
Can we speak with Katarina, please?
Of course, please. Wait here. I will fetch the lady. And he does open the door, beckons you inside, and then walks away swiftly. Katarina, there's a knocking at your door.
Okay. Who's there?
Mistress, it is Renaud. Your friends are here to see you.
Why was there a pause?
There was a hesitation.
Oh, yeah,
I
there
heard
was
that.
a pause.
Such a pause there.
Oh, there was such a pause.
Friends are here. Mm-hmm. Why doesn't he like us?
All right, tell them I'll be with them in a few minutes.
Very well. He doesn't like you because you are not Bran or one of Bran's children.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's true.
Oh.
Nor are any of you gnomes or members of the clan, the Giosh clan. So that's his job, is to be technically polite. The three of you, as you're kind of milling about the entrance hall, you see as Renaud enters second floor, comes down a set of stairs. Mistress Katarina will be with you shortly. And then he gives a short bow, and then he leaves the room. Eventually, in however much time Katarina makes you want to wait, she comes through the same upstairs hallway and down the same stairs that Renaud entered from.
Yep, that is gonna be probably like 6 or 7 minutes.
Okay. 6.5 minutes later, Katarina shows up.
Exactly. 6. Hey, what's up?
Is that the face?
That was funny. It's like Noah's all serious and then Ox's face. Hey, we've been waiting for you.
It's the fact that you come to see me, page me, and they're like, "Hey, what are we doing?"
What's up? What's going on? What are you doing? Yeah.
You've inherited a pack of puppies.
You've adopted us.
Listen, we were Alveryn's problem now, but it's been passed on to you.
It's true.
You've inherited his problem.
It's so true.
We were looking for someone with management experience.
That's really funny. Yeah, we don't know what to do without Alveryn. So you're the mom now of the group.
You tell me.
Did you find a possible transport to Savaria yet?
I haven't had the chance. It was like last night, and it's pretty much first thing in the morning right now. I was in the process of getting ready.
What time do gnomes wake up?
Wait, what time is it?
It's
we had
like
breakfast.
yeah, but most like the gnomish working day usually starts with like sunrise, and it's summer.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's pretty early. I'd say, like, on a clock wise, it's probably like 7:15.
Well, you want to come with us?
Right. You just woke up and you haven't found us passage yet? What's wrong with you?
Right now.
I look at Janus and Elyswen like, yeah, right now?
It can wait. I mean, we just wanted to check in.
Yeah, I can
Give
wait.
me like 15 minutes. Give me like 15 minutes. I'll be with you in 15 minutes. And then we can go.
No rush.
So, like, I imagine there's
was there anything else?
No rush, he says.
I imagine there's like a grandfather clock in this like lobby area that we're sitting in. Nah, nope, it's fine. We can talk along the way. It's fine.
I'll be back in 15 minutes.
Hey, Elyswen.
I will head back upstairs.
Okay.
Elyswen,
What?
do you think she's like loaded?
Do I think she's what?
Like she's got lots of coin?
I mean, this is her family home.
Okay. I was just trying to think if we're like, hey, you want some money? If that would be like really rude, or if she would just be like, oh, that's really not that much.
I don't know that money is ever rude.
Yeah, but like if it's like, oh, do you want like a gold piece? Like, that like she's like, I mean,
I guess I get what
place.
you're saying.
Look at how nice this is. Like they've got a clock.
Fair enough. Perhaps
Okay, this
we
now
ask if she
canon
needs
grandfather
me?
clock is like a marvel of gears and clockwork, shining brass gears exposed absolutely everywhere.
I would like to appraise it.
Ooh. Abby and I are good at this.
Let's appraise this. Let's see how wealthy they are.
Heck yeah. I never use this
A
bonus.
16.
I'd like to appraise it as well.
Okay.
Hard luck.
Katarina walks away. Everyone goes over and starts scrutinizing this clock.
Yeah.
How wealthy are they?
She walks away and everybody's like, let's see how rich she is exactly.
We'll look at their clocks real close. That's how you can tell when
Oh,
people are rich.
good lord. I got a 33. Actually, no, just a 30.
Oh, just
Just
a
a
30.
30.
I'll give you guidance. You've got a 31.
Oh my god.
Okay, I see. So that's 31 or 30. Doesn't really matter. Janus, a 12.
That's a nice clock.
Ox, what did you get?
16.
16. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Janus, Ox, you've never even seen something like this before. Definitely not Janus. The Fae have literally no use for clocks. Literally no use. You're just looking at this thing. It's ticking. Things are spinning around and swinging, and you're like, "Wow, this is really cool." But I don't know what it does. Whatever it is, you would guess it's probably pretty expensive, just in the intricacy of the components. Ox, you would know what a clock is. I don't know if you'd ever have actually seen one. They're extremely expensive because of the not just that they take precision clockwork, but that the precision clockwork is very small. And really only gnomes are the ones who build clocks, because typically only gnomes are the ones who run their schedules by a clock. Most people are just like, hey, midday, you know, they just go by wherever the sun is. You don't know exactly how much it would cost, but it is probably enough to buy a house or several. Elyswen.
What?
Elyswen, you have seen a clock. Not quite as fine as this one. It happens to be in your family home back in the Dominion. And you happen to know for a fact that that clock cost your family about 5,000 gold. And that clock that is in your family's house is not nearly as nice as this one.
Wow.
Not that one's bad, but this one is so, like, every possible effort has been made to show off the extreme detail of the clockwork. Like, even the gears themselves are all, they're not just your normal, you know, functional looking gear or cog or whatever. They're all of them have some their design, while still functional, has been made to look artistic as well. So like they've been, the cost of this clock is probably absurd.
Elyswen just kind of looks up at Effise on her shoulder, just says, "What do you think?" And he goes, "Pretty clock, pretty clock." And she says, "Yes, yes." And just kind of turns around to you guys. That clock could probably buy us passage to the stars.
I know how to make a quick buck now.
Yeah, we should start. We should. Wait, we're not stealing it. That's not what you meant, right?
Okay, guys, I got Fog Cloud ready.
No, that's way too big for Rain's Ledger, mate.
Wait. Who makes clocks?
Katarina comes back as you three are trying to walk off with this clock, which is also really heavy.
I just imagine that the butler is still standing there listening to us as we're talking.
No, he's not. He's not there.
Okay. Who makes these? What if we, I mean, you could just like, it's like a house. It's worth more than.
That's very beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, welcome back! We were just admiring your clock.
What is it called?
It's a clock.
Clock. Okay.
Do you?
Wait,
And what does it do?
How do you not know what a clock is?
Janus,
I
you
grew
don't...
up in the Feywild. I don't need them.
Okay, Janus, look at this. And I touched the second hand. Or the, yeah. Okay, look at this one. This is, what?
Please don't touch the clock. Very finely calibrated.
I believe it.
It was also made
If
by
you break it, you buy it.
Sorry.
It was also made by my grandfather.
Wow!
It's a legitimate
Literally a grandfather
The
clock.
real deal.
Well done.
I had
This is where the
to.
term comes from.
Okay, your grandfather's clock. I won't touch.
It is my grandfather's clock. Yes.
This is the grandfather clock.
Okay.
The beginning.
If you
The
look at
first.
if you look at this, it's called a hand. I don't really know why they call it a hand. It looks nothing like a hand. This one moves slower than the other one. The other one moves faster. Those are the minutes. So it counts for you, so you don't have to count. Which...
Okay, so it just tells the exact time it is.
Yep. Without going outside. Isn't that crazy?
That's useful.
You don't even have
Much
to,
more
you
precise.
could just sit here all day and you would know when the sun was going down.
I mean, windows are for the same purpose, I guess, but...
It's like a window.
It's quite
It's a clock.
beautiful.
It's a window.
A clock is like a window. Title of the session.
There you go.
It's like
Is it
wondering that if you
bad
know when
analogies?
it's nighttime.
And Katarina is just silently watching all this unfold.
Oh.
So are we heading to the decks then?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can't find passage.
All right, let's go.
What was your grandfather's name?
I hate you.
Or is...
Yeah, what was your grandfather's name?
How many kids did he have?
I want to know all the names of your uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins,
Oh my
everyone.
gosh.
Recipes you could give us?
This would be the perfect opportunity for, like, you, Jacob, if this was your character, you just pull out, like, your family genealogy and you're like, well, this person was, you know, your whole book, your whole line of everything.
Did you say something, Noah?
I said, I don't know, Zach.
Well, Bran is your dad, right? So
Are you literally asking that?
I'm just making sure I'm following the Alveryn is not the... Yes, okay. Bran is your dad, so your granddad... Is it common that gnomes name their sons after themselves? So maybe he's... This is Brandad's clock?
That hurt.
That really hurt.
I felt something break inside.
That's really good.
What are the gnomish naming conventions?
Oh, we derailed
As if
this
I
whole
actually
session.
did. Oh, come on.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, not sorry.
What was your grandfather's name?
That's what it was.
Okay. Your grandfather's name
Oh.
was Keelan Giosh.
Keelan Giosh. How's that spelled?
Keelan.
Keelan.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
Is he
No.
still what? No. Okay. I will convey that information.
Listen, there's a very extensive background check.
Is this like a family heirloom? Like it gets passed down to... Is this going to be your clock one day?
It's just the house clock. Can we go?
We can go.
Agreed. I think it's time we got going.
I love this is all because Katarina's like, give me 15 minutes.
She'll start heading out the door.
We know we go for sure.
Seriously questioning her plans to travel with these people.
Oh gosh.
Grandma, well, it's actually going to be teach me dodge. Here pretty soon. So.
We go to the
Okay.
docks.
You go to the docks. How are you? What kind of ship are you trying to book passage on? I'll say. What are your requirements?
This is going to be more Katarina's alley because she said that she might have connections.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Katarina's definitely the first look for like a ship with more than just hammocks.
mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah.
Gotcha. So a requirement
We
is
need a cruise
an
liner.
actual passenger ship.
Yeah, that's the first thing she's gonna look for, the passenger ship.
Okay.
She would also like keep an eye open for like any like merchant ships heading that way.
Okay.
And just to like kind of get a gauge of like when ships are heading that far south.
I want one with a clock in it. Just kidding.
There must be
Noah.
a grandfather clock in the room.
Have you found the fascination?
I would like to buy a wristwatch clock. A wrist clock. I believe they call them sundials.
Oh my goodness.
Portable sundial.
She has developed a fixation.
We've developed a problem.
You guys crack me up sometimes. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Oh, Jess. I'm to send you something to look at.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Is it a grandfather's clock?
It's not a brand.
Oh my gosh. Please stop.
We're never
Title of
moving
this
on.
episode.
Give up now.
Grandfather's clock.
I do have a new party meme I'd like to introduce with Aux's analogy of it's like a window.
Yes! Make it. Send it. It's like a window.
I think we need to just start making terrible analogies. That's my proposal.
I'm just thinking, like, if we didn't know what clocks were, right? Like, what someone would be like, oh, so it's like a window. You don't have to go outside to see what time it is. Like,
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. But on the surface, it's like, what? And then you think about it, you're like, oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay. A ship with actual passenger quarters. You find it is regrettably a ship belonging to the Brandoch clan
The
called the Bolga. Or Brolga, actually. Sorry, Brolga.
Brolga. And this is a passenger ship, you said?
Yeah, it's a merchant passenger ship. It's not just for passengers, but it actually does have rooms for passengers.
All right, and when is it heading south?
In 3 days.
Ooh.
That sounds perfect.
Okay. Are you wanting to?
Does 3 days work for you?
I suppose
Works for
the
me.
quicker the better.
Works for me.
Okay. All right, I will see about arranging passage.
Okay. What are you wearing right now, Katarina?
Right now, I am wearing a very elegant, like, full body cloak with a high collar, black silk, bronze embroidery that itself almost looks somewhat mechanical in a way, but in a very elegant, stylized fashion. And under that is kind of a black and cream, like pantsuit. And then no veil on right now, just normal gnomish face.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you speak with, it would be the quartermaster of the ship. As soon as you approach, the quartermaster gives you, who is a female gnome, she will give you a once over up and down, and I need you to make a sense motive check.
I don't have sense of it. This is gonna be fun. Actually, I can just click on the real quick. 8.
Cool. You approach. What can I do for you?
I'd like to see about arranging passage on the Broga.
You want passage aboard the Brolga.
Can I do a sense motive here?
Sure.
Is she talking down to my gnome friend?
I mean,
That
no,
was a
they're
joke.
the same height.
They're the same height.
Lol. Short jokes. Never heard that
13,
before.
13.
13. Can you make a knowledge local check for me?
Yes. 9.
Cool.
Hopping around
There's
here.
some definite, like,
It's the clans. They're different.
there's a little bit of hostility that you're picking up, but you're not sure why it's there.
Okay. Katarina, you got this, right? And she'll just like fist bump your shoulder and give you some guidance.
Would that
For-
be fun?
No, not necessarily. For how many?
There's 4 of us, right?
Yep.
And a bird.
4.
Huh. strange company you keep.
Can I reattempt sense motive at this point in the conversation?
Sure, I'll give it to you.
Thanks. I'm going to use the guidance. What does that give me? A +1?
+1 to the final roll. Yeah.
16.
16. Katarina, you have been gone from home for only maybe 4 months, but it feels like a lifetime. And you suddenly realize, oh, right. The Brolga is owned by the Brandok clan, who is pretty much big-time rivalry with the Guilloche clan. And with gnomish clans, business rivalries are like a big deal.
Yeah. It's like sports teams.
And
like
you
hardcore.
gather that your attire has tipped off this quartermaster to the fact that you are a member of the Guilloche clan.
You know what? Never mind.
As you are wearing Guilloche colors.
Wait, why? Katarina.
Suit yourself, then. And the quartermaster just turns her back on you.
Come with me.
Okay.
What was that about?
Come with me.
You guys like speaking thieves can't? Like, what's going on over here? I don't understand.
That's
what
not
just
a
happened.
thing.
It is a thing.
No thieves can?
Come with me.
I'm coming.
She's just walking.
I'm walking slower.
Thieves can in this universe.
I'm sure we can find another ship.
She's gonna. Were there any other ships leaving like around that time, or is this like the only one of decent quality? Zach.
Yeah, there are. Hold on, I'm rolling.
Okay.
There are 4 other ships that are all set to leave the port. One of them is in 2 days. One of them is in 5 days. Another is in 10 days. Another is in 12 days.
What's the one in 5?
The one in 5 is a merchant vessel, but not a gnomish merchant vessel. Actually, it is an elvish merchant vessel.
Okay. And the one in 10?
Gnomish, not Brandok.
Okay.
And the one in 2 days is not technically heading to Savaria, but they are heading southward. And it looked like it was not going to be very good accommodations.
Yeah. Okay.
They're a livestock ship.
Well. So we have a couple of options. One, if we really want to leave in 3 days, we can try that again. And it could go a bit differently. Or we could also take a ship that's leaving in roughly 5 days. It's an Alvyn trade ship.
I don't think we have the means.
Leaving in 10 days.
Not 10 days. Do they travel the same speed? Are they gonna get there at the same time? Is one faster than the other?
What classes were the ships?
The Elven ship definitely looks. Most of the ships were not built for speed. The Elven ship looks like looks lighter and faster than the others.
The Elven ship looks lighter and faster than the others?
Correct. I mean, a lot of that depends on what the weather is going to be like, but it's still a merchant ship. It's not a,
It's not a cutter.
high performance. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not built for speed. It just Elven architectural or Elven design choices and styles preferences tend to make lighter,
Your ship.
streamlined things.
Well, Elven construction is renowned for its higher speed relative to other crafts of comparable size, but they're all roughly the same.
I'm not the one with the picky preferences. I just think that higher neat. I don't know whatever it is. I'm not picky. That's all I'm saying. So I would prefer us to get there as soon as possible. That's just me. Was that rude?
No problem.
I'm so sorry. Do you want us to pay for it, by the way? Like, do you need to...
We'll work that out in a second. Hold on a moment.
Suddenly, Ox launches into, do you need money?
It's exactly what
Are
I
you
was-
Bruce?
Do you need money?
So we're kind of like, she's pulled you into like a little alleyway, kind of out of like general sight. And she is going to mutter Vorkes under her breath, and you watch as her entire appearance shifts, and she gains a couple inches in height. Her black hair goes like fiery red, and suddenly she is dressed in the finery of Brandock colors.
We can't go back. We can't do that.
Is this what you really look like?
Hilarious.
Does
jumping
Bran
in this
know?
I'm swimming back.
I'm swimming back.
You're a Bran... Wait, does Bran know?
If you need to get there as fast as possible, this is the way. Otherwise, we can take a ship that leaves in 5 days.
But we were just with you. I don't think we're going to
go
fool
back
them.
there and book a passage, and then when they show up, we'll already have passage booked.
That's not a bad idea. I see what you're saying.
If we need a cover story, I can go back, get the 3 of us passage separately. And that way we're all on the ship, and then you just have to cover yourself.
Why didn't you just show her this when you got there?
Oh my gosh.
See, she's not actually, Brandock.
Not Brandock.
She's never seen this spell before.
But
But she's seen
you have.
Yes, she has.
me?
Yes.
Besides your...
She uses it literally every day.
Yes.
Well, for your face, but not like your whole body changes, I'm saying.
You did already know.
Cover her rags when she was in the cave.
My bad.
She was
Thank you.
disguised as a pirate.
She was also disguised as a pirate.
She was dead when that happened, like knocked out, so, but yes, okay.
No?
I get
No,
it.
you weren't.
No, no, kinda.
I got
You didn't
knocked
see the
out before
transformation.
Katarina
You
got
didn't see the
knocked out.
transformation.
I didn't
You
see
both
the
got knocked out at almost the same time.
It's
And
fine.
okay,
Okay,
whatever.
I'm sorry.
We were knocked out in the same room.
Great. Why don't
Yeah.
you
No,
go?
I think, yeah, you weren't there for the transformation, potentially.
Mhm.
I see what you're saying.
Alright, so you guys wait here. I'll book passage for 4, or we can wait 2 extra days.
Nope. Go. Do you need coin?
Do you generally have to pay up front for booking this?
Yeah.
Question.
Answer.
Do I think that I would need to maintain this disguise for the entirety of my stay on the ship?
What do you think?
I think I would, probably.
I feel like that is an accurate assessment.
Does this ship have private rooms?
Yes, it does. That's why you
Yep,
originally picked it, was because it has passenger rooms.
that is definitely helpful for that. Still shit. It would be easier on me if we were to take the one that leaves in 5 days, but if we need those 2 extra days on sea, I can make this work.
Think we might.
The sooner the better. They've got trouble.
It's just I'm not going to be useful for much during the travel. I'm gonna
If you need to save on magic, I can also turn into what you look like.
That wouldn't help the fact that I'd be on the ship not looking like this stuff.
Would you be able to change him into what he looks like? Or her? Sorry.
Unfortunately, not.
Okay.
Yeah, sadly, this spell only works on a single person. I mean, that person.
Wait, what spell is it?
From what I could tell, I'm pretty sure it's generally referred to as this guy's self. From my research.
Let's see here. Oh, I could prepare. I could prepare you some scrolls.
Right, but
to
it only
supplement.
lasts an hour.
What was that?
It only lasts an hour. And change.
Mm-hmm.
Elyswen, you remember Bjorn calling it spell of change what you look like.
That's right.
Spell
She
change.
mutters that to herself. I remember
Get
this one.
Very confused look.
Actually, it's not an hour and change if it's Elyswen making the scroll. It's
It's like 20
40
minutes.
minutes.
40 minutes.
It's 40 minutes. Thank you very much. It's twice as many minutes. I'm a wizard. I'm a real wizard.
It's just not very practical.
That's true. What do you think they will do to you if they find out?
Well, the thing is, I'm not the person who would be booking transport.
What was that?
I'm not the person who would be booking transport, so they'd probably think I was a stowaway.
What do they do to stowaways?
What do you think?
Why don't
I think the laws in Savaria might be a little bit preoccupied, if that makes a difference.
we don't need
Not
to break
necessarily
any
a
laws? We just need to get to Savaria quickly. We just pay extra coin. We can pay extra coin. Did you offer that?
It's not a matter of extra coin.
So it looks like practically we should be taking the...
I say we go with the Alvyn ship then. 5
If you can
days.
afford 2 extra days, I think it would probably be better.
I think we can afford the
If
2
you
days.
need to, we can do the other.
We've left Savaria alone this long. I think a couple of my days more wouldn't make too much of a difference.
That was not a good chuckle. That was a devious
Oh,
chuckle.
you can't see my face. I've been smiling this whole time. You guys I just enjoy listening to you guys. That's all.
I just
No,
know that
no.
I shouldn't be the one doing this because I would just go up there and be like, "Hey, what's the problem?"
The problem is the rivalry between our clans.
Yeah, well, solve it. That's simple, right? No,
We've
I
tried
get
that
it.
before.
I did. I know it didn't work, and I don't understand, and it's fine. Just whatever. It's not. I hate Karst. Can we
I've
just
been
get
away
out of
long.
this city?
Going to be an Elven ship then.
You seem to have a bit of an aversion to the Elven ship. Elyswen, is there an issue?
Well, I mean, it's full of elves, but besides that,
You're
no.
an elf. What's wrong with? I'm a half elf.
Have you ever lived in Elteriel?
You've never asked that before.
Well, have you?
Well, I'm guessing that's where you're from.
Yes.
Do you have a problem with your heritage?
Not necessarily my heritage, but culture.
You don't like being an elf? Or you
I
don't
didn't say that.
you don't like the culture of the elf? Wait, which part?
I don't like socializing with other elves.
What?
En masse.
In mass? In large groups?
There's many prescripted rules that I'm not a fan of.
Well, you're really cool. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of elves like you. I bet there are Okay, like, you know that captain was super cool? He wasn't an elf. But I bet that the people on ships are probably a lot different than people in Elterial. Elves on ships.
Hey Zach, can I roll me a good old fashioned like knowledge local check?
You sure darn can. What are you trying to figure out?
So
How accurate
pirates.
that statement is. Like, are elves on ships? I'm getting like so far. I've kind of got it. Like, I don't want to like step all over your canon, but like
You're good.
I'm doing all right so far, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. 13 plus. So 24. Are elves on ships?
Okay. Elves
That's
on ships.
cool.
Okay. Elterial is a very large country, and the Elven nation is pretty wealthy. They don't make a whole lot of ships. Most of the ships that they have are part of their navy. They usually, because there's such a strong economy, most other nations send ships to them. So they don't even need to like make their own. So being on a ship that is elvish and not a military ship is like being part merchant, part diplomat. They're supposed to be representing the highest level of elfendom, essentially. It's a weird role for a merchant
It's like a
ship to
floating
fill.
IKEA.
Kinda, yeah. And so there's a really good chance that while maybe the crew won't be the most hoity-toity of elves, the captain and quote-unquote officers of the ship definitely would be.
I mean, I guess. Hux, have you lived in Elterial?
Nope.
Have you been around elves much? I know that you said
Okay, let me.
you've spoken
hold
about
on.
your family before.
I've got notes on where I've been. Trying to remember.
Ox pulls a notebook
Yeah.
out.
I'm trying
Hold
to,
on.
Hold on.
It's just a photo album.
Let me just thumb
So,
through my
I
autobiography.
grew up. The closest that I've been. I went over there. Oh right, my mom's over there. Hate her. Yeah, my mom's a. Oh, we should definitely not take a ship. I'm with Elyswen. We should avoid all elven ships.
I'm not saying we don't go on the ship.
No,
What?
I'm saying we should not go on an elven ship. I'm with you.
Any reason why?
Yeah, major reason. I don't ever want to run into my mother, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
High five.
She's an elf.
I mean, the chances that we will run into your mother are.
Are they really? I mean, we've seemed to run into the strangest instances of fate. Like something's watching over us. That's right.
And I mean, our other option is 10 days, isn't it?
I don't want the 10-day one. Okay,
Janus,
fine. Okay. How about this?
Janus.
Yes!
Janus.
Janus.
Janus?
Yes.
Quick question.
Yes.
Last night, You mentioned something about a hat that would let me do this without having to use a spell.
Yes.
How long would it take to make that?
Let me think.
I can assist. Well, if you already have the spell.
We already got
Do
it
that.
now.
I got it right here. Let's see.
I'll pay whatever it costs.
Are you sure?
For the hat that I'd be wearing, yeah.
Okay.
Constantly fishing to see if he has money.
Yeah, we haven't established it yet.
All right. It's a little pricey. I can make it for about 900. It'd take me about 2 days to make.
Okay, let's get started on that.
All right.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go book passage on a ship.
Fair enough.
Wait for me out here.
Okay. Ox will casually lean against a wall.
Question for the DM.
She just. Oh. Yep.
Okay. So this is a gnomish ship. It's a gnomish passenger ship. Does it have rooms that fit non-gnomish people?
No.
I'm going to immediately turn back around. Just a point of order. This is a gnomish passenger ship, and the rooms are kind of tailored to gnomes. So I'm not sure it would fit you.
I'm not picky.
I'm just saying it might be a lot more comfortable.
It's gonna be like a floating Japanese sleep hotel.
on not a gnomish ship.
Jordan, I need to look that up now.
Do you remember like the rooms in Clan Hall?
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you seen the bedrooms in there?
I could just buy a hammock. I could sleep up on the
Yeah,
crow's
yeah, yeah.
nest. The deck is
I'm
not
not sure
gnome
they-
sized.
You sleeping.
Might not let us.
You want to have the run of the ship like you did when you were on the cross.
Just tell them they've got like a sick bay, right? They've got to have like big bed areas. I can be the cleric of the med bay.
They don't have accommodations for
I'm
that.
not picky. If it comes down to me, Elyswen,
Is it?
are you
Exactly.
picky?
I mean, dude, it.
Wait, what?
Would they even fit on the ship?
Yeah, it's kind of.
So
Are these
the
small ships?
the thing about gnomish ships is that they are size, like volume wise, the same as a normal ship, but all of the rooms, all of the doorways, all of the ladders and stairs are all gnomish sized. Why would a gnome build a ship
Mhm.
for a gnomish trading company to that would not be the size for a gnome?
Anybody
So-
know reduced person? Yeah, this just doesn't.
I mean-
it's not. I'm sorry.
You can have a medium creature squeeze through those doorways and stuff like that. It's going to be a pretty uncomfortable week and a half.
I mean, if there's any trouble, it could mean the death of one of us. It's hard to escape a sinking ship when you have to crawl.
Realistically, we shouldn't.
There are quite a few obstacles.
So maybe that wouldn't be the best option. Even though it's realistic, it would be uncomfortable sleeping at night, and maybe I wouldn't get enough sleep and if there was trouble, then I wouldn't be able to heal as well. And we should at least get to Savaria fully rested and ready to go, rather than uncomfortably sore and tired.
This is true.
And it looks like we're in for a jolly week and a half with some elves.
Great, we're gonna meet some elves. Fantastic.
Elyswen, is there... No, I'll save that one for later.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Is there a reason you don't like other elves?
I mean, they're not terrible. They're just very convinced that they know better than you.
I want to roll insight on that.
Still,
I am too.
other.
Nine.
9. Okay. Elyswen looks inscrutably off into the horizon.
Into the middle distance.
I mean, she's not really trying to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
She's just trying to come up with a somewhat polite way to say they're kind of stuck-up jerks.
All right.
A slight smirk will play at the corner of Katarina's lips.
Never actually...
Keep in mind, this is coming from Elyswen, who might be the most aloof out of everyone.
That's why I said a slight grin plays at the corner of Katarina's.
Yeah.
Alright, well, the elf ship it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one wins.
What's it called?
The Orion.
How do you say?
Even the name.
Oryon.
Yeah, she'll let her Voracus again and resume her normal Katarina. Attire and face and hair. By normal Katarina, I mean like gnomish, not
Mm-hmm.
whatever the hell else.
I just had a cool idea.
And that's already 3 spell slots down for today.
Nice.
That's why you need that hat.
Yep. Alright, let's go back to message on the Orion.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll just kind of mutter under her breath and know which damn politics.
Who is negotiating this?
Ooh.
Should I?
I'd like to help.
Elyswen.
If
I
you-
can.
I am a diplomat, but Elyswen has the
Race card?
base.
Inside track.
I
Go
will.
ahead. Okay.
Okay. I'm wearing the robes, right? Like, so I'm decked out in the robes. We're good there. I'm just gonna hand the bow to somebody, whoever will take it.
I'll sling this massively oversized bow over my shoulder, and it'll just kind of melt into my clothes.
And I'll just look at Abby saying like, listen, mommy loves you, but you need to be up there for just a moment. And I'll just kind of pick whatever feathers are in my collar out as we walk.
Okay. Go ahead and make a diplomacy check for me. As you
Oh.
speak to as you speak to one of the crew of the Orion.
That would be a 29.
29. Is that including the plus 2?
From me helping you.
I think it's
Oh, you're
plus
helping.
I'm helping.
It does not. It's a 31.
31. Okay. All right. So the elf who you speak to will inform you that the cost of passage is 9 gold per person.
9 gold. I mean, for a ship as fine as this, that seems to be. I don't know, kind of look at Katarina.
How does that sound?
It's it's a lot for just passage, but it is an elvish ship,
Yeah.
and these are elves.
Yeah.
And you
Does
guys
that-
are looking like you have money.
Yeah. We've made 3 key mistakes. I'll look at this guy. And I assume that meals are only the finest that you could bring from Elterial.
So of course, we only carry our own meals with us.
Good. One gets tired of, well,
Foreign food.
exactly. It doesn't sit on the stomach the same way.
Go ahead and make another diplomacy check for me.
Oh, that was better. That was a 32. If Katarina's
Wow.
still helping.
Wow, I'm surprised you actually.
Yeah, my
Oh.
dice are finally picking up a little bit.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The moment you say that is the moment it only rolls ones.
Well,
Yes, well, I'm sure the captain would be more than happy to have such esteemed guests aboard the ship. Sea voyages can get quite boring, and it helps to have good company.
no. And who's captaining this vessel?
I hate you.
Sorry, I thought that was a leading statement.
Well, the cost just went up.
Up?
It is.
Yeah, because you asked me me
Oh.
for a name.
Haha.
Why, of course, the famed Ashran Fabeler. Yeah, Fabeler.
Do I know who that is?
Make a knowledge local, I guess.
If it's a non sequitur, I won't touch it.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't
Okay,
know.
cool.
You don't know who that is.
Well, I'll be pleased to meet
Although
who's
this person does say it with like in a kind of way where like you should know who that is.
Okay.
Wait, what did you say to him?
Oh, I said it'll be good to make his acquaintance then.
Her acquaintance.
Her acquaintance.
He gives you a
gosh.
dark
That's
look.
it. The whole thing's gone. That means I get down here. The ruse is up.
The whole ruse is up.
Abort.
It was all for nothing.
Yes, well, it is as I said, 10 gold pieces per person.
That's not actually what you said.
I believe it is.
gold pieces. It's such a fine ship.
Janus and I are just hanging in the alley, right? Together?
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
I guess you guys are just lurking.
When you're done with that, I want to have a conversation with Janus.
Or perhaps for the poor elf looking for her way home and to finally introduce some others to civilized society. Could you do any better?
Such as?
Does 8 sound amenable?
Make a diplomacy check.
Alright, this is going to be the one that fails me. Oh, nope. 30.
Very well. 8.
That
So
was
kind
fine.
of you. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you in 5 days' time.
Don't be late.
We don't plan on it.
How much gold does that come to? 32?
Yep.
Is he who I would pay?
Yeah.
All right, I will hand over a small patch of 32 gold.
Okay. Janus and Ox.
So, how does time work in the Feywild? Janus.
Well, it depends on where you are. Some places time moves faster, some places it moves slower.
Like in a tavern?
Kinda, yeah. The places I got my powers, the twilight pools. It's eternally twilight there. It exists right on the border between the day side, the night side. It's hard to explain coming from a place where everything time-wise is constantly shifting and different, and to a place where it's all the same.
Could you just show me?
We can certainly go there someday.
We could go right now while they're doing that. Is it hard
What
to
do you
get
mean?
there?
I can't take us there.
No, I think you're muted, or you're just... Oh, okay,
He's just making fun of you.
She'll like put her hand on his shoulder. Yeah, we'd spend a minute there?
Dude,
All right, Janus,
Ox
plane
is like-
shift. Go.
Ox is like in a British Feynman lecture today. It's great.
Oh.
Wait,
It's awesome.
are you able to do that?
I thought you were offering.
No, I said someday.
Oh. Let me
What
check
happened?
if I can plane shift.
There's a Fey portal in the Silver Pine Forest.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's others around, but that's the only one that I directly know of.
How do you... What's it look... Like, is it like a door, like a certain kind of tree? Like, do you have to eat a certain plant to get there? Like, how do you get to the Feywild?
All of that, yes. The one in the Silver Pine Forest is kind of like a gateway. It looks like a big jumble of sticks all meshed together and interwoven into a giant circle.
Mm-hmm.
Others, they can be a certain type of mushroom circle. Other places, a stone structure, or a lake. Most of it just tends to around like naturey stuff. Basically, if you see something in the forest and it doesn't look 100% normal,
Uh-huh.
don't touch it.
Oh. Oh.
As much as I love the Feywilds, if you don't know what you're doing, it is incredibly dangerous. But I do miss it sometimes. It is a wonderful place.
Well, I'd really like to go.
Like I said, I'll take you someday. We're heading back to Savaria, so maybe once things settle down a bit, we can take a trip there.
What about in like the ocean? Are there doorways or whatever in the ocean? Like if we saw a weird animal, we could touch it on purpose and then go there? Or like...
Yeah, there's anything with nature really. Certain doorways in the ocean exist, certainly, but none that I've ever really dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
My mother Ludlum she's a summer fae. Very woodsy, warm, tends towards that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I never really went to any of those realms. There are parts of the Feywild that are more desert-like, more ice and glaciers, stuff like that, but I tend to stick to forests, since that's where my mother was.
Are there like a lot of elves and gnomes and people and dwarves?
Most other races are forest gnomes and elves. Elves are probably the closest race. Elves and gnomes are probably the closest races to the Fae. In fact, I know there's a number of Fae portals over in the Ovenlands. That's where there's the most interactions between mortals and Fae.
I could shift us over there, and then we could walk through a tree.
Over
What?
over to the Elvenlands?
Yep, right now.
That's just a matter of finding the Fae portals then.
You want to go? We'll be right back in a minute.
I'll find it first, but
No, it's me.
Okay, you gotta hold my hand. Ready?
Equal
Sure.
parts confused.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab your hand.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. I'm just kidding. I don't have that kind of spell.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All of that.
Incredibly impressed if you could do that.
Oh my
Teleport us
God.
halfway around the world.
I thought you were going to kill both of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just put the party over. No, if I knew that spell, I'd take us straight to Savaria.
That's a good point.
Janus,
Oh my gosh,
that's
that was
called
funny.
a joke. I don't know if you get joked a lot in the Feywild, but...
To be fair, there's been a lot of weird magical stuff happen with us, and
That's true.
you can't blame me
Don't know
for
what to expect
not
anymore.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's true. It's like we're supernatural or something. Like, all of us.
Well, literally, all of us can do some sort of magic,
Yeah.
and not just little parlor tricks either.
Is that normal in the Feywild? Are there like people that don't do magic in the Feywild?
Think of it kind of reversed. Everybody there, it's a very highly magical place. So pretty much everybody there, even if they don't cast spells per se, they're magical in some way, shape, or form. It just kind of, it's like the air we breathe here. It's just a part of the world. And it's just infused into everything. Like I said, once things settle down, I'd happily take you there.
Okay, I have a question. Does your magic come from the Feywild? Like, if you're away from the Feywild for too long, is it gonna stop working?
I don't think so. But that is a very worrying thought.
I just thought of that. I was like, what? Well, it's okay because we know how to get back.
Yes.
And you would
And
definitely
at this
notice
point,
if you couldn't.
I've been away from the Feywilds, and my magic's only gotten stronger. So I think drinking from that pool kind of put something intrinsic in me.
So maybe magic
Oh,
is...
you got a disease.
I think there's just some bit of Fey in my blood or something. It's infused into me, so I don't think it's...
If you have a kid one day, are they going to be Fey like you? Like they're going to have cool hair?
I don't know. I say don't.
That would be cool. You'd have like a
That
whole,
would be.
whole family of ever-changing hair. Have you ever tried
I would
selling
like
your hair?
family someday.
Like, have you ever like cut it off to see if like it's the same every day or if it changes?
Yeah, we did that a few months ago. Remember?
Oh, I'm trying to remember. It's been like...
It stayed the same. It stayed whatever color I cut it off at. Yeah, I think we tried it like Janus's second week into the material plane.
Okay.
Early.
So, how about you? Have you had any luck finding a god or anything lately?
Oh.
I know where my magic's coming from, but I know yours is kind of up in the air at the moment.
Yeah, I really don't know. It's definitely not in the air. It's not the Stormfather, so it's not that. It could be on the ground. It could be.
Stop, you're hurting.
It could be a few different deities or sources. I don't know. I do think it's a little weird that I don't know where it's from.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was, you know, a teacher of somebody or whatever, I'd tell them like, hey, you're working for me now, or I'm gonna teach you something, and here you go, here's my name, hope you like me. You know, I don't know, like, what if I don't like them? That's what I'm worried about. Like, what if where I'm getting my powers is like evil to the point where it's like I really disagree with them, but like Farius is with them, so like what if I have to get him back? I don't know. Maybe these are things that keep me up at night.
I think no matter where magic comes from, it's a matter of what you do with it. If you had demonic powers, but you only used it for good, that make you a bad person, or would it make you a bad person to not use your powers for good?
That's a good point, except the Storm Lord was like, he cut me off because I wasn't doing stuff according to him. So
Well, then if you're using your powers for good and you haven't been cut off, then I'd say you're doing fine.
Yeah, then you're right. You're right, Janus. I think yes, they're probably really nice.
Theology with Janus.
Unless they're leading me on. Yep.
So yeah, I'd say definitely keep looking, but if you don't find one, then just keep doing what you're doing.
I love it. Oh, hey, look, here comes Elyswen and Katarina. Here, you want me to see if I can trick them to plane shift?
Let's see.
Real quick.
Mhm.
Just putting this in chat for you guys to look at, since I got it approved by Jess.
Approve. Oh yes, the
Oh,
oh.
oh, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. Just, ugh. Kill her again. Yeah, she looks good.
So,
Tiny.
alternative title for this session: Ox gets deep.
Janus gets deep.
Everybody gets
Yes.
You're a guru since 1267 AC.
That's right. Hey, what's up? As you guys
Oh, that's
notice. Hey, we're gonna go to the Feywild if you want to come.
You're going to the Feywilds right now?
Yep, you want to come?
Of course.
Great.
Sense mode.
Hold my hand. Oh, I will do a deception.
Oh, wait. Are you saying...
Right now.
3.
I don't have deception.
Are we doing since... Yeah, you know what?
Bluff.
Bluff,
Just
thank
bluff.
you. That's a 2. I have a 0.
My 3 passes!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got a crit.
Yeah.
What is
She
that bring
lying.
me
Mm-hmm.
to? 26.
I'm lying. I'm laughing as I'm doing this.
Yeah, she's like saying you want to go to the Feywild? She's like can't do it with a straight face.
Right now, totally.
Anyways, we have passage on the Orion. Janus, I'd still be interested in that hat.
Yeah, I can get to work on that. I just need the funds to, well, buy the pieces for it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find out any elf names on this Orion?
Those that are on the vessel?
Yeah. Anybody? Any?
Would Elyswen remember after, not having to, like...
I don't know,
Enjoy
Elyswen,
that.
do you remember?
God, no. But I was busy partaking in some partaking by proxy in some party banter.
Boy, you try hard to remember, but you just can't seem to remember.
I think
The
their name
name
was
of the
8 gold
captain.
pieces per person.
Their name was 8 gold pieces per person.
I don't remember the name.
We do know for certain that the captain is female.
Okay, what's her name?
I don't have a clue.
Why don't you? This is important stuff.
They make me nervous, okay?
They make me nervous
All
too.
these people. I'm sure we won't be able to forget it by the end of the next week.
What if I know them?
Then I suppose you'll be saying hello.
You know what? You're right. I don't need to be afraid of anybody. You're right.
Do you, Auxsonia? I don't think you ever quite answered my question. Did you live in Elteriel?
No.
As no.
I did not. I didn't live there for I trained very briefly in the military there.
Nat 20.
Near
No,
there.
you did not.
Near
Nat
there. Sorry, Zach. Near there.
Nat 20 cents.
No, you were not in
Relative to the map.
the
No, it's fine.
okay.
I didn't. It's fine.
So
No, I didn't.
no.
No, I did not live
Okay.
there.
She's telling the truth.
How much experience with elves do you have exactly? I mean, Savaria, they have. Yeah, there are a few of us, but not so many.
My mom.
Okay. So you're at least familiar with one elf.
Yep, I went and visited her once. It did not go over well.
Oh,
She doesn't
so
really like me because I'm not a full elf.
see, I told you, poor judges of character.
Right? As we both have pointy ears.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Elyswen, 6 hours post-breakdown. Passing judgment left and
I
right.
hate elves. She is an elf, says the elf. Just some of
Elyswen,
them.
the first elf to become not like other elves.
Yeah. I mean, you're cool. I'm sure there would be like some really cool. I imagine just again, I think that would be really cool if we met some like ship elves. I just imagine that they'd be way cooler. Like
I wouldn't put your
maybe-
hopes too terribly high.
What were they dressed like? Like, did they have uniforms?
Yeah, they were dressed super nice.
Yeah, they look to be in the typical regalia.
Like it was a military faction, something. It was a.
It's a complicated. They're essentially floating embassies, more than anything else.
Oh, great.
I just give you kind of like a knowing half wince, half smile.
Can you please try to recall the name of this?
I don't
Female
think I'm
captain.
going to. It started with an A, I think, maybe? Out of the 26 choices available, I think that's the one.
I'm just like so uncomfortable.
I'm certain.
Are you sure? What was the second letter?
So I know you can't remember the name, but can you remember each of the letters in
Start with an
sequence?
A. Like, what did it sound like?
It sounded a lot like a name.
Please.
I
try
don't
to
have
remember.
much else.
Please.
I mean, beyond the general, there were some vowels and some consonants, and it came together. I don't have much to offer.
Every name ever. Was it Arya?
And I don't think there's anything else I'm going to be able to give you.
Was it Auxsonia? Like, like, what did it sound like?
I'm certain we'll be okay either, no matter what.
I just.
If you need to, you can stay confined to your quarters the entire time if it would make you comfortable.
I mean, it's more of you ever like avoid one person your whole life, and then you're halfway across the world, and maybe you have a chance of running into them? It's
What
like
is
that.
that person's name? Let's maybe start there. What is that person's name?
I asked you if it was Arya. It's
Oh, I don't believe it was.
Great.
Do you know the last name?
It's fine.
It might help.
Darius?
No, that's not.
Definitely not.
Great.
That's not it.
Problem solved.
Katarina, do you know it?
No, I just know what it's not.
Why didn't you write it down?
Oh yeah, I'll just write it down in the notebook that I'm carrying with me, just to write every person's name down that I happen to hear.
That's what Alveryn did.
A little soon for that kind of talk.
I just assumed
Well, we got-
it was a gnome thing.
Feel like the temperature just dropped a few degrees.
Are we gonna do anything else?
I was going to write some spells at the scriveners. Did anybody have any requests?
Katarina, I'm really sorry. That was, do you want us to not say his name ever?
It's fine.
We'll
I'm gonna go stop by the bank and figure out
I'll come with you. I need
what's
money
going
to
on
write.
with this ring.
Here, take the, here, I'll give, Elyswen the bag of 100 platinum pieces.
We don't need any of this.
No, deposit some of it, because platinum is like, you know, that's a lot if someone grabbed it.
Fair enough.
True.
Oh, by the way, Is there anything to disable within the immediate? Like, where are we exactly?
In an alleyway.
Anything to disable?
He just wants to show off his skills. I love your
You want to
vibe.
disable a ship?
Well, no. Like, where are we exactly? We're just like tucked in
You're
some
on
back
the
alley.
dock still. Yeah, well, I'm not in
Okay.
the back alley, but like pulled off from the main street a little bit.
Is there anything like super like dirt? Actually, you know what? Is there a rope within 30 feet?
Yeah. Sure.
I'm gonna
There's a
I'm
rope.
gonna untie it from afar.
Okay.
I'll make sure that it's not like a load bearing rope or anything like that.
Okay.
But
It's just like. Okay.
so there is a +5 to the DC of this check because I'm doing it with my ranged legerdemainry.
Go for it.
24.
That is a success.
Cool. It's probably super underwhelming, but Elyswen's real happy with it. But a rope 30 feet away just becomes unraveled as Elyswen kind of just stares at it.
Much like in Lord of the Rings Extended Edition, when Sam tugs on that rope that he tied a knot on and it just unties itself, that's pretty much what happens. Except no tugging. It just comes undone.
So there's a chance if we can use that in the fight. I mean, I don't think it's very strong, but it could be useful.
Could be.
Anyway, to the bank.
To the bank.
Does anybody need any of this money?
Not as of yet.
Yeah, not as of yet.
Very well.
Okay. So you guys head to the bank.
Mhm.
What are you wanting to do there? Just deposit that? Withdraw something?
Yeah. I need to withdraw. If anybody has any suggestions for spells that I should be like,
How much is the hat?
is it 900 gold?
Did you say 900, Jake?
900, yeah.
You. Oh, that's why. Currently have, not including the 100 platinum pieces you're about to put in there, or not put in there, you currently have a total account balance of 5,058 gold, 1 silver, and 6 copper.
Oh, that's gone down since I broke everything up.
You really just spend money more often.
That's the last number that I have in there.
Okay, do we know what the personal shares are at?
My personal share is very low.
I'm only tracking the total.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm at like 289.
I'll track the same information that the bank would track. They just care about how much is in there.
Okay.
Yep.
So, how you guys split that up is totally up to you guys.
I am just going to withdraw 10 plat and then hand 90 plat to Janus.
How much plat?
90.
90, okay. All right, thank you. Oh,
So that's just
starting
bag.
that.
What's the math? No, I'm going to withdraw 20. Sorry. And then hand him 90.
All right.
Okay.
I will grab. I'm gonna grab 90 gold. Actually, I'm gonna grab an even 100 out of my share.
Okay. Are you depositing the
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd keep 10 platinum and then just put the rest in.
depositing the other 90?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the new total?
$5,758 gold, 1 silver, 6 copper.
Should we start a retirement account?
Right?
Nah. I think we should invest it.
Can we buy Bitcoin?
Actually, it's called Bjorn coin.
Bjorn coin? Oh no.
No.
Oh,
That is
no.
a very risky market.
And instead of cryptocurrency, it's called arcanocurrency.
Okay.
Uh,
It's currency mancy.
Currency, yeah. Money man.
That's just a business major.
Actually, money mancy. Could you imagine that? Like, that would be the best like talk show in like a that could be like the perfect Mad Money equivalence in like a futuristic campaign.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Money mancy.
Be a economancer.
That sounds like a crime.
Economancy. Economancy.
It's a little bit illusionist, a little bit evocation.
50% illusion, 50% evocation, 100% profit. Become an economancer today.
It's the only degree in wizard school that'll actually get you anywhere.
Yeah.
oh.
Okay. So you have gone to the bank. You have withdrawn / deposited funds. A nearly 1,000 gold pieces, or I guess 90 platinum pieces, have just been slapped into Janus's hand.
Yep.
Janus, we need to go look at materials for getting stuff.
Mhm.
For spells, potions.
Actually, I should be able to have this done within a week or within a day.
Oh. Great. It'll definitely be ready for the trip then.
Yeah. I'll have it to you by tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, let's go get potion stuffs then.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Right.
Ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
While we're out getting stuff for potions, I'm gonna also buy stuff for the hat.
Okay. Items for potions are primarily going to be at the Clan Riven Apothecary and Grocer.
If you don't mind,
Whereas,
plan hall.
what?
I'm heading back to the plan hall, if that's okay.
Okay. And then the other components, other non-organic, I should say, components for the potions and the components you'll need for the hat will be at the Brant's Clan Scrivener.
Hey.
Hey. First I'll stop by the Scrivener just to get that out of the way.
Yeah. You enter. Regis Brandt is there behind his desk.
Can I remember what colors were Clan Gioche?
Can you?
I can't. Can Janus?
Roll an intelligence check.
Ooh. That is a straight intelligence. That is an 18.
Okay. Yes, it's black and like brass.
In brass, okay. See, I'll walk inside. Gonna get materials in those colors.
Okay. All right, so you're picking up that stuff, and we can kind of move through this because you guys do have 5 days before the ship leaves. So if you want, what we can do for brevity's sake is just tell me what you want to do in those 5 days.
Ooh, sending every day.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh man.
To who?
One to Alveryn every day of like, hey, can you hear me? You should answer me. If not, that's cool. I don't know. I'm just testing this out.
Alveryn's in heaven. Here comes Aux every day with a stick, just poking.
Let me rest in peace. She's also gonna try one to her dad.
Okay.
Hey, Dad. It's me, Aux. I've learned a new spell. I'm good. Miss you. In Karst. What are you up to these days? You happy? That's it. You pooping? No.
Aux? Is that you? What a wonderful piece of magic. I am well, and I miss you too. I've never been to Karst, but, and then it cuts off.
Cast it again. Wait, Dad. There's only 25 words with this spell. You've never been to Karst, but what? Where are you? Have a good day. I don't know.
Oh, that's weird. Magic has such strange rules.
What a dad.
Oh god,
this
I
is
found
the original text messages. Dad, stop! You're rude. No.
I was going to say I've always wanted to go to Karst. I'm at 20, not 22.
Oh.
That was me talking to you, Jess. Oh my gosh. I'm at home. Where else? And then it stops.
This is so cool. This is the first time that I've had Aux like talk to a family member. Aww.
You want to send
There's
sending to
another
a different
sending!
family member?
Hold on! Yes! No, not to. Okay. Oh, I want. This is. Sorry. This was a big deal. Okay. Aux had a dream. She had visions. And I want to see if this will work, Zach. This is her last sending of the day. She's going to cast sending to the man in the dark room that was at a desk lit by one candle, had a cup on one side and a dagger on the other, and he was looking at his hands. I'm going to see if I can cast sending to him.
Okay.
Oh, this is intense. Come back to me. I need to think about this. Sorry. Someone else go.
Okay.
That's a big deal. This is somebody that killed various, like, this is a big deal.
I just wanted to write spells down.
Fox is interrogating, sending spam messages to murderers.
I want to stop by Clan Arbrian, Clan Wrath, Clan Venthal, Clan Devries, and Clan Korith.
Okay.
And just check in, make sure Alveryn, Doran, Elvira, Signy, Meliti, and Karnak are doing well. And just kind of pay them each a visit.
Okay. All of them seem to be doing well enough. As well as they can be doing. Yeah. There's a lot of, when you talk to them, there's a lot of quiet moments of like an understanding of what you've all been through. But yeah, they all seem to be doing fairly well. They all thank you like profusely for getting them out of there. They pretty much attribute their entire survival just to you. Like no mention of anyone else, the crew, the Kraken, or anyone, just you. You've got your own little cult of personality, in a sense.
Yeah, I just want to like check, make sure they don't need anything or anything. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm planning on spending the rest of the day.
Okay.
And then also keeping an ear open for if I'm called by the family as well.
Mm-hmm.
How long would it take to stop by the rest of all those plans and kind of visit with them?
Probably take the better part of the day for that.
Yeah.
Just because, that's not just the going there, opening a door and saying like, hey, how you doing?
Right.
There's all these niceties. You probably eat like 3 meals that you just couldn't get them to not offer to you. Like you try as best as you can, but they still won't like give up. So you just end up having to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes the better part of the day for that.
Okay. Then yeah, after that I'll just head back to Legio's clan hall.
Okay.
And I'll probably stop by. I'll first stop by my room. Gonna grab something and then go to brains.
Okay. What? Elyswen, you're buying scroll components. Is that correct?
I'm going to scribe a few spells, actually.
Okay.
And follow them into their little like spell dungeon. And I'd like to first scribe shield.
Wait, you don't have to be in there in order to, or are you trying to scribe them out of their spell?
Yeah, I'm trying to copy them out of their spell books. Yeah.
Oh no, they're not going to let you do that.
Oh.
They'll
I
let
thought
you
that
buy a
was-
scroll.
you buy the scribbles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's significantly more expensive. Okay.
Yeah. No, they're not going to just. That you're
Okay.
basically pirating their. You're illegally downloading their magical spells. They had to. They did a lot of work in killing. Liberating those books from wizards.
You wouldn't download a Beast Shape 4. All right, yeah. I will, I guess, buy a scroll of shield.
Okay.
Uh,
Let me check the cost on that. I think shield is a level 1 spell.
1, yeah.
It is.
Not right enough.
While I'm looking that up, I did have the thought. Futuristic setting, right? The you just get spam sendings. Hi, we'd like to contact you about your about your
Expired warranty.
yeah, we'd like to contact you about your wand's extended warranty.
Oh,
Okay, there we go.
jeez.
Scrolls. Is 25 gold pieces for a first level spell.
Yeah, and I'm gonna buy shield. And, how much would it cost for a scroll of web?
What spell level is it?
2.
150 gold pieces.
Ouch. Okay.
Yeah, real big price jump.
There really is nobody else that can do that, though. Like when we get back on that boat to Savaria, we are going to a land with significantly less magic killing gnomes who turn their spellbooks into profit. So nah, I'll take the scroll of shield and I'll call it there.
Okay.
It's always a pleasure
And-
doing business with you.
Okay. That, I think, for the next day, sounds like Janus is going to be busy crafting. Elyswen is going to be studying.
It only takes, like, I think from what I can tell, like an hour to actually get this thing interesting. We're able to do it the same day.
if you're successful.
Yes. Yeah. So it's first a spellcraft check to read it, correct? DC 20 plus spell level. Can I take a 10 on that? How long would that take? It's
I'm gonna say if you take a 10, it's gonna. We'll say it's gonna double the amount of time.
okay, so just 2 hours,
Yeah.
I think.
Let me double check the time real quick. Get to Wizards.
Oh. Actually, I'll just wait until the next day and prepare read magic. But while I'm there at the Scrivener's, I do want to pick up some spell or some scroll components, though.
Okay.
So if I'm reading this right, it's half the cost of the scroll, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Then I guess I'm going to pick up enough to write six first level spells using a first caster level.
Wait, say that again? You're gonna what?
I'm gonna buy, if they have it, I'd like to buy the equipment to write down 6 first level spells on scrolls.
Okay, so 75 gold pieces.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, they've got plenty of supplies.
Sweet. Then I'm good. I'm going to start. Tomorrow I'm going to read some magic and write some scrolls.
Oh, there. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm feeling really scatterbrained right now.
No worries.
Okay, so we'll move to the next day, the 25th. So you guys go ahead and make your relevant rolls. Ox and Katarina, if you're planning on doing anything today, just let me know.
All right.
Another sending to Alveryn. Hey, what's up? Miss
Okay.
you. Hope you're well. Every day is like less hopeful. And now
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh,
Spellcraft check.
Oh, I totally forgot.
Which one?
Those are that's those. This is that page. If you need, well, careful that pencil. Okay, all right. BRB.
1 week has passed. Ah, dang it.
What's up?
I was down to 1. Ugh. Shouldn't be cocky.
Do you need a certain name or description? Huh? If it's the name that I'm thinking,
I remember one, but not the other.
I don't know. You could just message me and ask me. Or unknown, be like, that's who they were, and be like, that's who? And then, tattoo.
Don't even have it written down in there. Is it written down in here?
So the last few pages are Aux, but then Peg's in the middle. Yeah, that's, I think, Peg.
Okay, what are the two names that are not close to one?
Oh, right! Because that would be their names. Oh, bet it was gone. Velius and Ramio.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna cast sending to the one at that was at the desk.
Okay.
It's just gonna be one word. Velius.
That's all you're gonna send?
That's all I'm sending for this first ever sending.
Huh? Who's there? Where are you? Go away. Stop. Leave me alone. Please. Please. I can't. I can't take it anymore. Please stop. Please. Then it ends.
Sense motive. Is he just trying to avoid my spam call? Or is he genuinely in pain? 28.
Whatever he was, it was not deceitful.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll cast sending again. Do you know what you've done? Do you know who you've hurt. Do you wish you could take it back? And that's it. Oh, are you still there, Zach?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay, that's fine. We can't see you, so make sure.
I said stop. 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 And the rest of it's just going to be him saying stop over and over and over again. Just yelling it.
Alrighty then. That's Ox's day.
Okay.
For the Hat of Disguise self, or Hat of Disguises, I've rolled a 21 for my Spellcraft. DC of
Nice.
11. Even with the
Nice.
+5 from accelerating it, and do it in half time. Because apparently it's super easy to make if you have the spell and it's a first caster level 1.
Uh-huh.
So head is made, and end of the day I will bring it by the Giosh clan hall. Knock on the door.
Yes, what can I do for you? It's Renaud.
Hi, I have a gift for Katarina.
I'm glad she'll be overjoyed. I'll convey it to her immediately.
Thank you.
He takes. Is it unwrapped? Is it just the hat, or is it like wrapped up or something like that?
Yeah, I just put it in a box.
Okay. He takes the box. He gives you a short bow, and then he closes the door.
Yep.
Katarina, there's a light knock at your door.
15 minutes exactly later. Yeah.
Oh, is
In
it?
the evening. Mistress, it is Renaud. I have something for you. One of your friends dropped off a gift.
All right, I'll be right there, and I will quickly and as quietly as possible mutter the words for this guy's self. Walk over to the door and open it.
Okay. There's Renaud. He gives you a bow, hands you a box.
Thank you, Ronald.
Of course. Is there anything else you might need?
Not right now.
Very well. He gives you a bow, and he will walk down the hallway.
All right, I'll close the door and open the box.
What did you make, Janus?
It is a 1 second. It is a I'm trying to think cast styles for this area. Janus is not much for the way of fashion. He made a small and very nice top hat. In blues with a gold or black with a gold ribbon around it. And it is a have disguise self, so you can also disguise it to have it look whatever you want it to look like.
Okay.
But it would be a little rude if you disguised it to look different, right?
You can disguise it to whatever you want. And Janus does not know hats very much.
Is a disguise. Hold on. I'm very curious. Can be changed to appear as a comb, ribbon, headband, cap, coif, hood, helmet, or other headwear.
Mm-hmm.
Could this be disguised to look like a pair of earrings?
I'm going to say no. That's not technically headwear. I would categorize headwear as something you wear on your head, not hanging off of your head necessarily.
Okay.
Could you disguise it to look like a small dead animal that is somehow attached to your head, like just precariously balanced atop your head?
Totally. But it will always take the form of a coonskin cap.
I was just about to say it's a coonskin cap.
Yes. I will put it on and I will have it kind of like
New first item.
melted
It's a hat of disguise.
in my hair.
Nice. That's a smart one. New cursed item. It's a hat of disguise, but you can only disguise yourself as Davy Crockett.
Oh,
Out of disguise, yeah. With just one particular disguise you can take.
yes.
Or it's a hat of disguise, but it always has a coonskin cap no matter what you do.
Oh. Hat of disguise, but you're only disguised to yourself.
Or hat of disguise, but only the hat is like whatever part of the disguise you want. The hat part of it is what the hat does.
Mhm.
It doesn't actually disguise you. Just the hat changes.
Yes.
It's like a hat of disguise self in italics.
Well, self being the hat disguises
Exactly,
itself.
The hat that can be anything.
A hat for any occasion.
Oh man. Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll put that on, and I will grab an item out of my room, and I will go and see Fran.
Okay. Then that, I think, wraps up the 25th. Elyswen,
I would like to give Bran that item though.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay, so Elyswen screwed up reading that, putting that scroll in her spell book. But
As in, forgot to do it.
no, as in pooched it. But I do have another 7 hours left in the day to scribe scrolls. But I'm gonna take a 10 because I'm like I screwed it up once already, so I'm a little gun shy. We're gonna start. Let's go. I'm gonna put down a scroll of mage armor.
Okay.
Let me make sure here. So 2 hours, and I need to. What is the check here? Because
I believe it's... Shoot. I believe it's Spellcraft.
yeah, I just want to make sure I get the creating scrolls. Here we go. Yeah. Starting from some material that you describe. Scroll take fresh ideas, characters be the full color. No, provide material content focus required. Check what yeah, correct. Scroll, present day. Yeah. Oh, is this it? No, that's potions.
That's it. 2 hours if its base price is 250 gold pieces or less. Otherwise, takes 1 day for every 1,000 gold piece in its base price.
Oh, here we go. I was looking for the DC. 5 plus the caster level for the item. Really? Is it? It's 5 plus the caster level?
Mhm.
Oh.
It really ramps up if you start not meeting prerequisites.
Yeah, I think it's a +5 for every prereq that you don't have.
Yep.
Wait. So does that mean I could just be scribing scrolls that I don't have spells for? I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
If you want to, you could make a spell scroll for a wish. It'd be incredibly expensive.
Yes, it would be.
And
it would be
incredibly
super
high
hard.
DC.
Yeah, at that point, I was just like,
That'd be a DC
save the money. Pay somebody to
15,
give me a whiff.
20.
Wait,
Yeah, that's a really high DC.
Oh, you have to have prepared it to be scribed.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, cool. Yeah. So I'll make the. I don't need to take a 10 on this, so I can get a couple out, if that's all right. I'll do 1 of mage armor and 1 of. I think what people would want to buy. I'm just gonna do 2 mage armor. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Okay. Those were all mage armor?
Only 2. The first one was me trying to learn shield.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay. So that would be...
That's a failure. Yeah. I prepared read magic,
But-
so I wouldn't have to.
But you have 2 successful created scrolls, which is... Your caster level is up. What?
Oh, I'm just doing it at first. Or do you have to just go with whatever your actual caster level is?
So it's 12.5 times the level of the spell times the level of the caster. And the reason why the level of the caster is in there is because there's a big
material
difference
thing.
between... Well, yeah, there's a big difference in the duration and effect of a given spell based on the level. So
Oh, okay. I've always done it as you just prepare it. You just like scribe it at the level you want it to be at.
You can do that,
Or you
actually.
can't. Okay.
Or no, you can.
Yeah.
You
can't.
should be able to.
No. It's. I mean, think of it as like creating a potion of cure light wounds, right? If you do it with Aux's help, it's gonna be 1d8 plus whatever her bonus is.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know that
That's
that's
just
right.
what
It's
it
just
is.
always the way I read it. Yeah.
I would think that if you couldn't, like, I don't know.
Let me see here.
It's that
creator
way
can
for a
create an item at a
difference.
lower cast level than her own, but no lower than the minimum level needed to cast this needed spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can do it. Yeah, it's on page 549 on core rulebook. So yeah, I'm just gonna do them at first level.
All right. So 12.5 gold pieces each, 25.
Yeah.
But
No, I
keep in mind that those are minimum duration mage armors. I think 1 hour.
yeah. I plan on selling them.
Okay.
I figure if Savaria is really on fire, then people might want mage armor.
If they can afford it.
Yeah. Well, somebody can.
Hey. Huh. You still have 3 more days till the ship leaves. Is there anything you guys are wanting to do in that intervening time?
Janus, did you need me to help cast those spells? I mean, we're not doing anything, so I would cast as many spells as you needed for potions.
Yeah. What kind of potions do we want to make? Like what level?
Okay, what were the prices again? Lowest is
25 gold for just
Yeah.
run of the mill.
okay.
150 for cure moderate,
Mm-hmm.
and cure serious was 375.
That's such a jump. Like, why are those so drastically huge? I mean, honestly, we could be up to our eyeballs in the cure light wounds. You know, like we could just, we could all have like 10 of them and we'd be fine. You know, like, so why don't we make definitely a bunch of those? Like,
Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, and we're going to a war zone, possibly. So why don't we make 10?
And so that'd be 250 gold.
Okay. Or 25 platinum. Right. If I'm doing the math right.
Yes.
Okay. So why don't we make
And that will take me for 2.5 days.
Okay. Let's just make 10 of those. And then
No, base price. So that'll take me. Oh no, that's still 2.5 days. And do we want to make just a cure moderate just in case?
yeah. Cure moderate
Okay.
just in case. We could see about. I mean, eventually we could open up a shop and sell these, but I mean, it might be best if we do that with a military. But what's this ship? An ambassador ship? They probably wouldn't buy anything.
Let's just stick with this. I like it.
All right. Yeah. Let's make one moderate, and that'll be like. Yeah. Yeah, because 375 gold is so steep. That's so steep. Yeah, just do the moderate. So 10 and 11. And we can do the moderate one on the ship if we want. While we're traveling.
Yeah.
Because that will take.
Alright, so we got. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Do you want me to just roll 10 spellcraft checks?
Zach.
Gonna be a DC of 5 plus 5th level caster. So 10.
You are not technically. Are you technically the caster, or would it be Ox?
Ox would be the caster, but I'm the one rolling the spellcraft check.
Yeah, but the DC is caster level or spell level.
Caster level.
So the
And
caster
it's a
level
max
would be
caster
8.
level of 5.
Oh, max 5. That's why you said
Yeah.
5. Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
Cool. First one is a crit fail, but that's still a 15.
So is there no way for you
Actually-
to fail these with your bonuses?
Actually, yeah, there is no way for me to fail these.
Okay, cool. You're successful.
Woohoo! We pump out very, very cheap potion of cure light wounds. And then I got, actually, if we do the full time, I can do, because that's 2.5 days, it'll take me just 2 more hours for that last one on the last day. So I can finish that one up too. And this one's going to be...
And that last, yeah.
It's going to be a bit high.
Keep in mind, all of these are 1d8 plus 5.
Yep. Ox, do you want to keep these on your
All 10?
inventory for now?
Yeah.
Till we pass them out?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh crap, that's a max of 30, so that's going to be DC of 5 plus... Yeah, because we're caster level 8 now. So 8, 5, 13. I still can't fail it.
Sweet.
Neat.
Cool.
That was easy.
Then you have one potion of cure moderate wounds, which I believe does 2d8 plus your caster level, which would be 8.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. And that came to a grand total of 250 gold, 150 gold, 400 gold for all that.
Sweet.
And that literally takes up all of the rest of my time during those last 3 days.
There we go.
And on the 4th day, Janus never wanted to see another freaking potion in his life.
Still everyday casting, sending to Alveryn.
Okay. Still no
I
response.
will never give up. I will send another one just to talk to my dad, and yeah, that's it for now.
You keep terrorizing that guy at the desk. Pretty messed up. Dude.
Just mimic him. No, she's not.
Oh, sorry. If you, oh, okay.
Okay. Elyswen, are you continuing to try to learn shield or scribe more scrolls?
I can't for another week.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
If you guys are spending some serious cash though, I might go to the bank. How much was a scroll of web? Was it 150?
50.
150, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if we're gonna drop some money, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy scroll of web.
And you're
actually-
pulling that out of the bank?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. That'll count against my shares. So we started with how much? It was 5,000. Because we did the math
You're
at some
now
point.
You're now at 5,608.16 GP.
Okay. And I just took out 150.
No, that's after the 150.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm trying to do some math here to figure out where we're at per person. If we're working on that level. Okay.
Oh, so far it's just been take what you guys need as long as everyone's agreed.
Oh, cool. Do you guys mind if I buy a scroll of web?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Sweet.
I mean, you guys manage it how you want, but that's how I've been seeing it happen.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, I think we had set up like a personal shares thing like a while back, but I don't think that's needed.
Mhm.
Yeah. Web, I think, is my best option. All right, so yeah, I'll pick up the scroll of web, and then I'll try to get that one. This one I have to roll. I can't actually take a 10 on this, but I will have read magic prepared, so I don't have to do that one.
Okay.
Damn. Oh, not rolling very good on these. Okay, that's another week on that one too.
I told you shouldn't have said that.
I know. Well, it's the roll 20 dice. When I was doing my own, it was fine. But you're right. I shouldn't have said anything. I tempted the RNG gods.
Okay. So I think as long as you guys are okay with it, for the sake of the story moving forward, unless there's anything that you are wanting to do in particular, we're going to move forward to the ship leaving.
I want to check
And
if the dragon, if the Drake skull has been
yes,
improved at all.
it's been improved. It doesn't smell great, but pretty much all of the fleshy bits are off of it.
Okay. I might spend some time like trying to wash it and like just get it less
Okay.
problematic.
All right. Well, there's plenty of time aboard the ship to
Yeah.
do that.
True.
So I think. Okay. You board the Orion and start sailing south. The trip is, well, the weather is fair. The ship is a very good ship. The crew and the like are a little stuffy to be around. They're very, very, very proper. And there are several times where, actually, I think Aux probably just becomes a pariah on the ship because of her tendency to not follow social norms or unspoken social rules. But for everyone else, whenever you're interacting with one of the crew, especially with like the captain or any of the other quote unquote officers, it feels like walking on eggshells, verbally and socially walking on eggshells. But other than the uncomfortability of the company, the trip is uneventful. It
Ox
is
didn't know the
now.
captain?
No,
Okay.
the captain's name is Ashrin Favalar, or Favaler. Although, of course, every time you ever asked anyone, like, any question about the captain, they'd always respond in a voice that said, "You should already know who the captain is." Like, they'd always say, "The renowned Captain Ashrin Favaler." And they always say her full name, too.
Oh, I already don't like them so much.
I don't know who Ashton Savaler is, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask.
Like, and when I say, like, they will not use pronouns, they always use a full name, but just for her.
Oh no. The good Captain Ashton Favaler called you to good Captain Ashton Favaler's quarters, sir.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Exactly. But on, hold on. It is now a new month. When you arrive in Savaria, it is the 8th of sun's height, the equivalent of July.
While we're on the ship, could I make a couple more checks to get those scrolls ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, the first
I
one, I'm
believe
just
you
going
would
to take
get-
a 10 on. Sorry.
I think you'd get one more attempt
Yeah.
for both of them.
Thank you. Okay, for shield, I'm just going to take a 10.
Uh-huh.
Not even worry about that. And then I got a roll for web.
That's nope.
It's a 3.
I'd also assumed that of the 9 days that you're traveling, 5 of them are spent training with Katarina.
If she's kind enough.
You're gonna have to work out whether or not Katarina's charging.
Did you still want to do that? I know you had been talking about working armor.
Looking at like getting dex buffs down the road, absolutely getting armor doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
No.
So, those things aside, the 8th, I was gonna say something else. The 8th of Sun's Height. You come within sight of the city. There is a slight pall of smoke. And as the ship comes into port, the city looks very different
Oh no.
than how it used to look.
Mm.
You can still see in... Ooh, I'm going to have to dust off this map.
If Roger the Shrubber is gone, we're rioting in the streets.
I think it would be good.
You
Robert
can still
the
see...
Shrubber.
Shrubber was the
Oh
first to
my gosh!
You can still see the region in Smallgate that has been blackened and destroyed by a fire. There appears to be some buildings that are being rebuilt, but very few and very slowly. The docks are busy, but not like they were when you left. There seems like there's less people. As you disembark from the Orient, you start to notice guards, lots and lots of guards in uniforms, but they are not the uniforms of the city guard. They are the red and yellow of the Legion of Light, the army of Illyria.
Oh,
Ooh.
You hear the marching of feet almost constantly as patrols of them move through the docks, as sentinels are standing on street corners. The people seem quiet. They move quickly from place to place, carry out their business in kind of more hushed tones, and then move about their day.
is this normal for here?
Not in the slightest.
No. Oh, this is not good. This is very, very not good.
It's, sure it's fine.
Has anyone heard from Malik?
Malik!
Not.
I cast sending. Right. She cast sending. Malik! It's Aux! We're coming into town, we're coming into port. Where are you? What's going on in town? How can we help? It's ended.
Ox, it's good to hear your voice again. I didn't know that you were coming already. We are in gotta remember my names for things. In Quintus Hill at an old friend's house. Decimus.
Name.
That's it. That's the whole message.
Yeah, I shall relay that. Decimus.
Who's? Does anybody know who Decimus is?
I personally do, but my
Wait! Was he one of the ones that was kidnapped
Oh my
at the
gosh.
beginning? The very beginning? Was he?
Oh my freaking goodness!
I
You're
can
telling me you
also
don't remember? Oh, you guys are killing me right now.
No. Our characters
I'm
like.
with you, Zach. I am with you.
No, I know who Decimus
Is
is.
he the one of Sylvan
but-
Manor? He's the one of Sylvan Manor, right? He's the leader. He's the dude in charge. Yeah, that Sylvan Manor. He's the guy. Decimus is the owner of it, runner.
Yeah,
He and his
but
people left.
was Ox ever even there?
Nope.
Well,
Was never there. Elyswen was never there. Janus was never there, and Katarina definitely was never there.
Mm-hmm.
let's hope Alvyn took good notes.
But you do have Quintus Hill. You did say Quintus Hill.
Yeah, it's like this.
Does anyone remember how to get to Quintus Hill?
Yeah, I do. I've been to this town.
Don't.
When we get in,
Oh yeah,
I
that's fair
can
enough.
lead us. I know. Shoot. I'm gonna send a setting to Marcellus. Hey, Marcellus, it's Aux. It's like I'm talking on a phone. Just got back into town.
Tell your folks I says
Tell your
hi.
folks I says hi. Just got back into town. Just checking in to make sure everything's okay. If you need anything, let me know. Ended.
Ox. Wow. Where are you? This is weird. I mean, you're back in town. That's good. Stop by if you want. I'm sure. Cuts
Mhm.
off.
Great. All right, yeah, let's head into town once we get there, and we'll go talk to Malik, and then we can make some rounds. If we wanted to stay at the Red Sands Tavern, we can always stay there. Looks at Katarina.
Yeah, who, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
has transitioned like style a little bit. And while you've been traveling, is now in what could be considered like a noble's traveling garb. So very nice, like pants and like blouse, and then a black supple leather cloak with like a tan trimming, and kind of a decorative like wide-brimmed hat with a strangely like metallic brass feather plume coming out of it.
Fancy. Maybe not the Red Sands Tavern.
Bet she'd be good in a fight, though.
For real though. So are we off to Quintus Hill then?
Seems like the place we're meant to be.
Well, I haven't been here before, so you won't lead the way.
Are we in the dock? Do we go?
Yeah.
We go. I head up to Quintus Hill.
Could you give me a general path that you're taking?
Yes. Where do we dock? Mallet by number 4?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay, we go. Well, Ox would probably take the most direct route. So, ooh, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I can show to others. Like this way.
Okay. All right. You make your way to Quintus Hill. You pass a great deal of soldiers, legionaries. Some of them give some sidelong glances at you, Ox. But
I
no
do
one
have to
stops you.
re-roll hair color.
Only at me?
Yeah.
Are they like noticing my uniform?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're wearing Legion colors.
Yeah. Okay.
Hair is currently mint green.
I feel like we've gotten that one a couple of times.
My hair likes green for some reason.
Tends towards greens and blues.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And oranges, apparently. Because we've gotten orange a couple of times, too.
Yeah.
And then third most common, I think, is like pinkish.
And
Yeah.
only one time was it like an actual normal hair color.
Normal, yeah.
That's really the best way, I think. It's best case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be interesting if it was like, hey, what normal color is your hair today, Janus? You know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Ox is moving with a purpose towards Quintus Hill.
I am following quick behind.
Okay. You get to Quintus Hill.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna cast sending again. Hey Malik. Yeah. Where exactly on Quintus Hill? We're here. We just don't know anyone named Decimus. Hope you're well. That's it.
We told him about Alvyn, right?
What
Yes.
do you mean? Did you?
Yes.
Ox technically did.
Mm-hmm. The first time I tried
Right.
sending, it was a train wreck.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the response then. Right. I forgot. Alveryn isn't with you. Go to Sylvian Manor on Quintus Hill. It is on the main road.
Okay. We start going.
Yeah. Okay. You walk onto the main road, like he said. There's a lot of manors.
We're gonna start asking if we don't see signs that say Sylvan Manor. I don't know how they're labeled in this town.
Oh, There's not. They don't have labels.
Mm-hmm.
I'll like see if I can like spot someone and kindly ask them if they could point us towards Sylvian Manor.
Okay, there's a few people. It's mostly soldiers.
All right, that's fine.
And one of them will point you to a large manor. It's not the largest, and it sticks out because it is not as ornamented as every other manor. It's like it's almost like you've got a line of houses from like the late 1700s in France, right before the revolution. They're all gaudy and super decorated and everything. And then you've got one person who is also wealthy, but just so happens to be a minimalist. And that's what this manor looks like. Pure white marble columns, perfectly kept, like landscaping, but not over the top topiaries and things like that. That's the manor that you're pointed to.
Woo.
All right, thank you.
We head on over. We go up to the door. We knock on the door.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember if there was a butler for this house.
Uh-huh. I have it written down somewhere.
Yeah,
A what for this house?
butler.
Butler.
A manservant.
I know I could.
Absolutely, yes.
We
What was his
definitely do.
name? What was his name?
I'll get it.
Aha! I got
Caius.
it. It's Caius. Dang it, yes.
Yes.
I just found the note for it.
Look at you!
The door opens, and you see I guess none of you have met him before.
Nope.
You see an elderly man in very well kept black like servant clothing. I don't know how to.
Mm-hmm.
It's the kind of it's like a uniform in a sense. Yes. What can I help you with?
Hey, here to see Malik. He said to meet us here. I am Aux. He can vouch for us if we need to wait or whatever.
Of course. Closes the door.
Okay. Bye.
The door opens again, but instead of just opening slowly, it's thrown open. And instead of an elderly butler, you see a dwarf standing there.
Malik!
It is good to see you again. Oh.
Gone.
Elyswen's gone.
Oh,
But there's
no.
dwarves here?
There's a dwarf? Run.
That was fantastic timing.
That was amazing.
You're muted, Jordan.
What did I miss?
Oh, I think you disconnected like right when I said that instead of an elderly butler, there is a dwarf, and then you just.
Oh, it's Malik. I'm out of here.
It's a smelly dwarf. Ugh. He just like opens his arms out wide. It is good to see you, and he's just gonna like. I guess he doesn't really. He's met Has he met you, Elyswen?
Yeah, he's met Janus and and
I
Ox,
know-
obviously.
I know he met Janus. Okay. He basically is just gonna come in for like a hug. He's just gonna crush you guys with bear hugs.
He is getting a hug in return.
Wait, Malik is putting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, Elyswen's like,
No, she's not. It just. I mean, I have a feeling things are real bad. Like, there was all that stuff, but Malik doesn't seem like much of a hugger.
He's happy to see you. You
That's
guys
good.
have been gone for like over
We've
a
been
month.
gone since the 26th.
Oh, okay. I guess I forget about that. Like, this is the only time that any amount of time has ever passed in this campaign.
Yeah, you guys have been gone for like a month and a half.
Yeah, we've been gone
Okay.
26th of second seat.
Okay, that makes more sense then.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's good that you're back. It's good that you're back. Come in. Don't stay outside for too long.
Yeah, we got a ton of questions.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you're tired and hungry after long travels. I'm sure. I will say this is like midday. I'm sure there's some lunch that we can find. And he'll like start moving towards a door. Kind of lead the way to the dining area, basically.
I'm towards the back of the group, so he probably hasn't actually seen me, considering my height and me standing behind.
Not really.
People, yeah.
Well, when you get into the dining room, well, find a seat. And there's a servant there. Please, tell the chef that we have some four souls desperately in need of good food. Well, he kind of sits down. Please, sit and. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't believe we've been introduced. My name is Malik Norvar, and he's talking to you, Katarina.
Katarina goes, and I'll proffer a hand.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you. Well, first, I suppose what do you want to tell me what you have been up to first, or are there questions that you need answered right away?
We could do this over dinner.
You don't want to talk now? I suppose there's. I'm sorry. I'm not being
easier to just sit down.
considerate.
Just
I know.
easier to sit down.
We are sitting down.
Oh, nope. Oh.
You guys are sitting down and eating lunch.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I suppose that with all that's happened with Alveryn, and we can wait as long as you need to, I suppose, to relay.
Then perhaps you start. What it seems like a lot has been going on here.
Yes. Where to start? Well, I believe when you left, you already knew that Valence had been starting a little bit of trouble in Smallgate. Started a fire. It hasn't stopped there. Valence is frustrated with the amount of time it takes to get the senators and the other leaders of cities to move towards a goal, move towards something, make progress. He grew frustrated with that. Understandably so, but, well, he's taken things into his own hands. And he has been attempting to right the wrongs of Illyria his own way. And he's been fairly successful at convincing others to help. I'm sure you've noticed the guests in the city. Savaria is in a state of martial law right now. He's been... Well, the things he's been doing are not good. His reasoning is, well, what he wants, what his goal is good, I suppose, but the means, well, they don't justify the ends. Or however the turn of phrase goes.
What exactly is he doing?
He's been threatening officials and even, I believe, attacked some or blackmailed them. He's made attacks against suspected Jackal's hideouts or Jackal's members. And for whatever reason, the Jackals seem to be retaliating in kind. It's basically started a full-fledged war here. I don't know how, but somehow their numbers have increased and they've been fighting back. It got really bad. A lot of people have left the city. A lot of the people who live here on Quintus Hill have fled. Though, of course, the Quintus Hill is fairly safe, even still. Then the governor brought in the Legion, and they have taken over the security of the city. Although attacks and fights between the Jackals and Valence and his group are still occurring. And now only, of course, the Legion is also involved, which makes things even worse. Adari is here as well. She's trying to talk sense into people. Thanks to you, of course. He kind of looks at Janus. The contacts that you were able to help make in the Senate have taken away the suspicion on her for being some kind of dissident or sedition. And so she's trying to use those contacts as best she can to create a peaceful resolution to this whole mess.
Okay, good.
Of course, we're here. Decimus Sylvian is back from his trip. Earlier than he would have wished. I believe his son, Canis, got some kind of sickness or something like that, and they had to come back. I'm told he'll be fine, but...
I believe they call it affluenza.
Affluenza?
Oh,
Wow.
Sorry.
Well, what else to say? Oh, I think shoot. Okay. Well, that's kind of everything in a nutshell. Things are not ideal.
Why not?
Is there anything we can do?
Well, before we start talking about next steps, probably should have Adari here, so she has a better idea of what it is we're needing than I do.
She's not gonna let us kill anything. Sorry, that wasn't
What? But on to you said Katarina, correct? What
Yeah.
Huh. What caused you to throw in your lot with these group of hooligans?
It's a bit of a long story, actually. And I think they should probably tell the first part of it.
Ooh, can I tell it? Just kidding, I'm not. No, I don't want to. I'm not the storyteller.
He's just looking from person to person now.
Elyswen?
Is somebody gonna say something?
It's gonna look at Janus.
It was a lot. When we left Savaria, it was about 10 days on the sea. Got attacked by a sea drake just a couple days after leaving Savaria. We actually all came very close to death then. Almost drowned. But we made it through, made it all the way to Karst. Spoke with Bran Kiosh up there. And with a bit of information, hopped aboard a merchant marine vessel. Made our way down south and eastward. And looking for Katarina, of course, as you know. Eventually we did find her and, well, the ruins of a town. As well as a few pirates that had taken Katarina and all the other gnomes captive. It was it was a hard fight between us, the merchant marines, multiple pirate ships and captains. Unfortunately, Alveryn didn't survive.
So Aux told me. He looks towards Katarina. I'm sorry, it didn't occur to me that you were that Katarina.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry for your loss as well.
From then, we managed to defeat the rest of the pirates. got the rest of the gnomes out of there and safely back to Karst. And it was about then that Ox contacted you, and we heard about, well, things were not looking good in Savaria, so we hurried back best we could.
Well, that's quite the tale. Sea drake of all things, and more pirate crews, plural.
Yeah, there's a few incidences with pirates. But
Well,
we're here now to help.
I'm glad. It's good to see your faces again. So, we've been a bit short on friendly faces.
Mm. We're here to help now, and we can make the situation a lot better.
I'm sure you can. We'll just have to see what that looks like, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lord Sylvian and Adari aren't in the manor right now, but feel free to find a guest quarter, one of the guest quarters, and make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you. It's good to not be on a ship anymore.
I thought you were liking it.
It's a lot better, but it's still not... I'm not as afraid anymore, but it's still not comfortable.
Well, my feet prefer solid ground for sure.
Mhm.
Agreed. I definitely need some rest.
With that, we'll end the session there.
Woo.
And we'll pick up next time on the 8th of Sun's Height. You guys will dig a little deeper into the woes and troubles of Savaria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of woes and troubles, apparently.